All right, wanted to do a quick video. These are some of the games I've been playing and some pickups that I've done. Um, so first game is a PS5 game. This game always had an eye on it, and I wanted to check it out, and I was able to get it for a good price. And that game is Banisher: Ghosts of New Eden. This game is a game that really surprised me. You play these banishers pretty much. You play as these banishers who banish these evil spirits. It takes place like in the New England area. You're kind of back in the day when people was just discovering Boston and all those areas, and New Eden is one of the places there. So you come there, you play as, let's look at the back and go into it. Life to the living, death to the dead. So it's pretty much like I said, New Eden. You're playing in 1695 as Antia and Red. So they're lovers and banishers. So pretty much you come to this town because you receive a letter from a friend who Antia knows of, that's calling her to the town and him as well to banish the spirit. The guy that called you, name is Charles. So he calls you, and you soon find out why he called you. So I don't want to tell too much of a story, but it's a it's not too much of a story. I'll tell a little bit. So it kind of so you're going to banish the spirit, right? It starts off like that. So the main character is Atia. So you go to this like home where the spirit is located, but you wake up as Red and you go to this little, it's like a church almost, and this powerful spirit is there, and you're fighting this powerful spirit. And then while you're as Red, you wake up as Red, and you fighting this spirit, and she's grabbed onto you, and Atia comes and tries to save you, and the spirit shoots this thing into Tia, killing her. So being a banisher, you're able to talk to spirits that's passed on. You give them, you can either banish them or send them and stuff like that. So in this game, you play as these two characters. You have the choice to choose, right? You either can ascend, but it happens later in the game. You have the choice to ascend or bring back Atia, and they both love her. So the choice is up to you. You make that choice, and you make choices upon that. So you go in this game, and you're helping people in the game, either ascend them or banish them or use them as almost like spiritual currency to bring back your lover. It's up to you, whatever choice you choose. You could choose it still. If you make a choice, you still can choose the other way. But you either can send or banish people, and it's a pretty cool game. You go to different areas in the New England area, and you're banishing these creatures and whatnot. And to me, it's kind of like a RPG because you upgrade certain things. It's an RPG slash. It's kind of like God of War somewhat, but in their world, as far as you fighting these monsters, you upgrading certain things like the new God of War. It's kind of reminiscent of that. It's a great game that's going under the radar, um, which which I always had a thing was like I'm gonna get it when I get it at a good price, and it's a good game. So pick it up. Very cool game, as you can see from the cover. You banishing these spirits. You talking to witches. You talking to this evil, as you can see, strong spirit. Your friend, I think that's Charles, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a great game about love and um, and overcoming the odds. So pretty cool game. Think you should pick it up. I'm streaming it. Check my channel out. You also check my videos. I've been streaming it constantly. But pretty good game, Banishers. Next game, I picked this game up. I know a little bit about it, not too much. I seen it was okay, and I wanted to pick it. I think it was an overseas game that never bought the physical over here, and that is State of Mind. So, pretty much in this game, it's I don't know, it's like a weird style game. That that had me just looking at it and whatnot, and I wanted to check it out. It's like some weird game. I kind of forgot what it was about. Thought I could see by the back, but you can see it's a different language. In Berlin 2048. Uh, so pretty much, I guess you playing as some journalists. Let's see, the journalist Richard Nolan or something like that. But I forgot what it was about, man. But it was like a pretty cool game, with a different like art style and whatnot. I know it's a good game that I liked it, and that's why I got it. Just look it up and see what it is. I just picked some games. Though. I should have had some little bit of information before I went, but I wanted to get these videos. I got so many games I never even showed. So um, that is State of Mind for the PS4. Next game is a game I heard about. It's like a mech style game where you fighting as mechs and whatnot. I think it has online play as well, and you play up to 4 players, and that is hardcore mech. I like those mech style games. This is a PS4 game. I think it's going to be hard to get in the future if you don't already have it. As you can see as you playing as these mechs, it's got like story for it as well. It does play in English. I know you see in Japanese here, but it does play in English as well. Looks like a pretty cool game with a story behind it. You playing as these mech. I always like mech style games, so that's what pulled me, like Armor Core, Titanfall, all those mech style games. I like them, so I was able to pick this up. If you like that type of game, pick this game up. Probably be hard to get in the future. You want to get it now. See, as you can see, Chinese English version, so it has English on it. So glad I was able to pick this up. Next game is a horror game. I'm kind of pissed off. This is supposed to have been an ESRB one, but they sent the Peggy one, so I have to deal with it. I've been picking up a lot of horror games. Those are some of the hardest to get as time goes on. Horror, Metrovania, mostly horror though. Horror and RPGs. Those are the top games when it comes to games. When you're trying to look for games, those are the most expensive. And this game will be one too, especially if you got the ESRB. I'm kind of pissed off. It's not that, but this is a horror game. I heard this is like a twisted, made of scare. I heard it's like a very twisted, like game. Grave nightmares of the quiet ones. Do not panic. Do not even breathe. So, Maze Scare is a first-person survival horror set in a remote hotel. Experience this gory and what macabre world inspired by infamous British folklore. So, as it said before, it's a survival horror game. I heard this game is very intense and very gory and graphic. This is one of the most crazy type ones. If you check my previous videos, I've been picking up a lot of horrors, and this was one on the list that I wanted to get, and I'm glad I'm able to get it. Made of Scare, if you like those Resident Evil style type games, you'll like this one. I think it even takes it up a notch with this type of game. As far as the horrors they have in it, you see that face right there. It looks creepy as I don't know what, and the setup and the background. Pick that up, Made of Scare. I don't know if I showed this other game off. I might have showed some of these games. I don't know. Let me show this one. Rife. I don't know if I showed this one up. Rife. Pretty much, let's look at it. I don't kind of forgot. I picked up some of the games. This is a 360-degree shooter, platformer, hybrid. Lets you choreograph a dance of destruction during insanely spectacular battles and set pieces. Riot feels like explosive games of your pumping megapixels in 21st century style. As it said, it's a shooter platformer. Looked pretty cool from what I've heard, and a lot of people told me this is a pretty good game. It's a limited run game, as you can see. Um, Looked pretty good. I wanted to try it out and see how it was, so I picked it up and wanted to see. Um, Looked like a real cool game. We'll see what it's about. You can check it out. Rive. I heard nothing but great things about this game, so I'm glad I was able to knock this out and put this on the list. So, pretty cool game. Let me pick up some more games. I think the games that I grabbed, I already played it. I already showed them. So let me grab some more. Hold on a sec. Sorry if I show the same games. I just recently like changed my room up. Um, Had to move some things around as far as my games and whatnot. So kind of confused which ones I showed already because I kind of organized them somewhat as far as my Switch, my Xbox, and my PS4 and PS5, and my older system as well. So if I already showed them, sorry. I just wanted to just do it just in case. So maybe I showed them recently. I don't know. I thought I didn't, but we'll see. So the next game is the game that I had my eye on for a while. It's a pretty wild game. It's a Switch game. It looked pretty cool, and when I heard about it, you it's pretty wild and cool game. It tests your compassion, your everything. So that game is the Strength Collection. So it's a two in one. So two games in one. One of the games, if I'm not mistaken, you inherit this apartment from your aunt, and you um, deal with the things about that, and also the other games about you get this job and you got to deal with things with that. So as you can see, break the chains of haunting past, delve into a complex story full of intriguing twists and characters. A horror novel game with a touch of dark humor. Um, so pretty much, as you can see, is a side-scrolling 2D with unique hand-drawn graphics. So in this game, you deal with, as it says, it's like a horror novel, and you're dealing with these individuals, and it look from what I heard and what I've seen, like a cool game. I think this will be one that we saw after in the future. Look like it was pretty cool. It's horror game, as I said before, the horror games. You want to get them, and this is one of them. I don't know if I showed all these horror games. I might have shown them my last video, but if so, we're gonna keep going. So, I think I showed this. Um, did I show that one? I don't know. I think I did. I think I showed all these. Let me see. I think that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for this video. Subscribe, like, follow. Um, Leave a comment, good or bad. It doesn't matter. Um, I'm trying to crank out these videos. I play all type of games and I show all type of games. Um, I might as well show these games real quick. I think I already did videos on them, but I'll show them just so you'll see them. So that the game is a horror. These are gonna be all horror games. Insomnia's Enhanced Edition. Pick that up if you haven't. Check I think my last video I talked about it. Next game is another horror. I think uh 2D RPG. It's like a RPG horror game, which is wild. And that game is Withering Room. Looks pretty cool. Comes with a few items, as you can see. Um, I think it comes with a little book inside. It's pretty heavy. Looks like a cool game. It's like a RPG, almost like I don't know. It's like a horror RPG. So it's like Elden Ring somewhat, but not really. A side scroller. Um, but it looked pretty cool. Uni or Yoni Sunset Edition. This is like the collector edition. Comes with a few extra items. This is another horror game. Um, in Japan in the 90s or something like that, and it looked pretty cool. I wanted to pick that up. A lot of the horror games we don't get over here. You have to get them from overseas, and they be some pretty good horror games. The Jack Holmes Master of Puppets. So that's another horror game. A little simplistic game. You had this funhouse type game area, and you're it's a horror game. So glad I was able to pick this up. Like the games I've been playing, like I said before, is Banishers. The other game, what else I've been playing? I played Banisher. Oh yeah, I played Still Wakes the Deep. I played that game. Great game. Picked that up. It's a cool horror game that's reminiscent of old horror games. It's only take about 6 hours. This game, you jump in, beat it, jump out. You know what I'm saying? So Banisher is it's a longer game. It's an RPG, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. Like I said before, it's one of those sleeper games you haven't heard about it. It's an RPG, similar to certain things as far as the new God of War, as far as you fighting these enemies, you beating them up. Um, it's like a combo between you and your wife or lover, Atia and Red. So she's like more magic. He's more physical. So pick that up as well. I think that's about it. I don't think I'm playing nothing else. Oh, I've been playing on the Switch, playing Mario Kart with my daughter and my wife. Playing that. I got all the content. I'm waiting on the. I was supposed to get another cartridge of Mario Kart. It has all the content on the actual cart. I know before they had a cart and it was missing one of the downloads, but the new carts they've been printing up included on the actual cart. So I wanted to get that and definitely put that away. I've been doing a lot of games like that. I want all the content on the disc or the cart, and if I gotta order it from somewhere else, I'm gonna order. I had to order this one from Japan, so I'm waiting on that to come. I'm waiting on a few other games, so stay tuned to my next videos. I'm gonna be doing some pickups. I got something that just confirmed today from Japan. I've been waiting on. They had a deal through a site that um, they knocked off a lot of pricing for the games, and it took a while for it to go through because I think these games, I look at them now, they're expensive. I don't know what. Like one of the games I got for $17, and now it's $40 for that game, and it looked like a pretty cool Metrovania uh, style game. So I'm glad I got that and some other games as well. The price went up or either stayed. Two of the game, that game and another game. But I'm glad I got this game. Can't wait to show it off. I got some more games coming. I think I got a few other horror type games. I've been trying to get all the PS4 horror games I can think of, as long as it's not too crazy of a price. I'm trying to get them. Um, Other than that, I'm getting games I like as well, but I'm definitely getting the horror PS4 games. PS5 as well, but I can kind of wait on those. But PS4, I'm definitely trying to get those. Other than that, like, subscribe. Don't like, you could thumbs down. Thanks for following. Check out my stream. I should be streaming today. Banishers. So check it out. All right, see you guys.